And good evening.
Oh, hello.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Good. Bit warm. I'm
It
okay.
is warm. I am quite sweaty. I'm actually living it like we was actually sitting on an airport in the middle of the desert. I feel
Sitting
like,
in a fiberglass plane,
yep,
boiling.
I feel like I am actually sitting in a fiberglass plane boiling.
Nice shot of us sitting on the runway. So where are we, Grant?
Where are we? Good question. Good question indeed. Let me get me my map out. And
The clue's in. It's hot, and it's hot here as well.
and
So we're sitting in Al Udeid, which is OTBH, and it's 35 degrees.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. What's it called? We are at the Yasat Haya Airport. Is where we
Okay.
are taking off from. If I share the view of the map for a minute with everybody. This is the flight path we're taking. Nice flight along the coast,
Right.
over Abu Dhabi, ending in Dubai, flying over some of the lovely man-made islands that are down there that cost more than the aeroplanes we're flying. Just through a
Quite a
window.
lot more, I think.
Just through a window.
Oh, you mean to buy one apartment?
No, I mean
Yeah,
just to
for
stay
sure.
there for a week.
Probably.
That's what I mean. So that's a quick map of where we're going.
Didn't it all go? Oh, we'll talk about that later. I thought it went all not so good.
I don't know.
Okie dokie.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it not
We'll come
went
back
all
to
so
that.
good, but we're
Right.
going to be taking off.
So about an hour and a half, roughly, something like that.
So just to synchronise weather forecasts, I've turned on live weather and I didn't see anything change.
No, it's because it's clear.
It's very bright and
That's why.
clear, and the little sock to the right of us is barely moving.
Yeah, if you look at winds, we've got 7 knots local, and you can see on the windsock. So the way windsocks work, I don't know if you know this, but that white bar is 5 knots, red bar's about 10. The next white bar is 15, and the one after that is don't even try and fly.
So what are we saying then? That's 5 knots at the moment.
It's about 7 knots real time, yeah. So, and direction, it says, is 60 degrees.
It's a slight
So,
crosswind,
I don't
isn't it?
know. Yeah, I don't know where that matters. It won't matter to what we're doing anyway. There's plenty of runway here. And then, even height-wise, looking at the weather, it only gets to 21 knots if you're at 35,000 feet,
Yeah.
which I'm not doing in this plane. Not today. So, yeah, let's head off.
Flight plan set for 1500. There's nothing high at all on the route
No.
that you need to be worried about hitting into. Yep. I'm going to catch up with you then. You off?
Yeah, we're off. How are we doing for levels? All the game levels.
It looks all right.
Yeah.
We need somebody to.
If you can see rumbling from my side, it's okay. Yeah, anyone in chat, which there's no one at the moment, but later on we can ask them to have a look at levels. It's a bit. It's always a bit like the CB radio thing where you go, what am I hitting you at?
Plus 10s.
And they lie. They always lie. Zoom out a bit so people can see the plane a bit better. There we go. So quite. This is the same plane used in the last flight,
Yeah.
which is cool. I should put autopilot on, really, shouldn't I? No, I might fly just for a bit.
Who are we on at the moment? Let's watch Mr. M, who's further up with me.
There's not much to see.
Well, that's all there is to
Oh.
see.
We're coming round now. So we can see the sea. So what is this? The sea, I did see it on the map. Was it the Gulf of Dubai? Gulf of something?
I think it is Gulf of Dubai, or it will be when we get a bit further along.
Valenta hasn't caught up with me yet. I could add a flight plan actually, can't I? For the new adventure. Bravo, it didn't open over the top of my stream though. Thanks. How unprofessional. For a sec there, because I was looking at the map. Was there another runway down there? Oh yeah, we talked about it, didn't we? There was 2 runways.
Yeah. Helps if you have that set correct. Gone a little bit off route. I'll be with you shortly.
Which one's which? I'm going off into the sea. You're going off. You're going over land, I think. So neither of us are anywhere near the route.
Well, you've gone right round in a circle. You're heading back to the airport, I think.
Oh, I don't know. Probably am actually. Yeah. Just trying to work out who I am on the map and the plane.
Which map are you looking at? So you should be the bigger plane.
Yeah. Just work that out.
So you're the one that's sitting over the island.
That'll be the one that's in the middle of the map that the map rotates around.
Yes. Yes, that as well. I'll get back. I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, I can see you. You're just a flashing dot in the distance. I've actually got a shortcut for labels now, which I can't remember. Alt X. No. Control. Yeah, Alt X should work. Maybe not. There we go. It's a little bit
I can
of...
turn my labels on that.
Okay, it's a little bit of water to start with until we get back over the land over there.
That's okay.
So there's not a great deal to see, other than the sea. All I can see is the deep blue sea.
Cool.
Please expedite your descent 2,100 feet.
That's me. Lender's doing nothing.
69er X-ray, you're at 300 feet.
Just bring it up on that.
So there is a shortcut to set your barometer as well,
B.
which we didn't do before we took off, did we?
No.
Now you press B on the keyboard, it will set it.
You do. You do. You are supposed to press it every time.
Because I was flying at the right height and then they told me I wasn't. So your gameplay audio looks quite loud.
I'm trying to turn it, have a listen to it on stream.
And I think mine looks quite loud as well. Don't know. We're definitely going louder than the gameplay audio.
That's okay. I'm fine with that.
It's really, really difficult to hear
That's okay.
the stream.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Leave it. It's more about having some fun out on the plane. Mine. Autopilot's not autopilot in there.
So you've got to switch the autopilot button on underneath your yoke.
Oh yeah, it's stupid plane. Yeah, you're right. It would be obvious if it was nearer.
It's the orange one.
Yeah, I got it. Found it. Probably want A. Oh, AV Master is already on. That's cool. Yeah, cheers for that.
It's alright.
I'd forgotten all about that.
It's sort
Might do something.
It's sort of why I keep flying the same plane, because I'm becoming a bit of an expert on this aeroplane. And
Yeah, but it shouldn't have. It's kind of expert of the. I wouldn't say they're bugs, but a bit weird that they wouldn't bother with that feature.
the whole button mapping thing just doesn't make any sense, really. Why you wouldn't do it more? It's this. Let me put me on a minute. It's this button here.
Yeah.
Is the one I have found what it equates to as far as a variable, but it's a 3-position switch.
Yeah.
So middle is battery, top is auxiliary
I
battery.
know. Yeah.
So I don't mind that. I don't mind that as long as you can map it so that you press once and you end up in the right. Like you can map it so it does both in the same go.
Well,
Or even if you want to give up a rocker switch for it, I live with that.
even if
But you can't do it at all.
even if you could just make it to go to battery, and you would manually have to do it to go to auxiliary battery, it wouldn't matter. But I can't get it to do either.
No.
I won't. I'm just looking at it now and again. I'll get there in the end.
Yep.
I'm not fly.
I googled it earlier and no one had answered me.
No one had answered it.
Well, no one had asked the same question actually.
We're obviously in a fairly small subset of the world, and what we're doing.
We are one particular plane with a honeycomb config.
The honeycombs are quite common though,
Yes.
quite popular. But
They are, yeah. Right. Can't actually see. Problem with running at 1080p is I can't see the text on the screen. It's blurry. Don't want to be at 5,000.
well, you seem to be coming out nice and loud on the stream.
Good. I want to be heard.
So am I. So that's it. I'm not looking anymore. I could hear both of us talking quite loudly then. So
Yeah.
I'm stop monitoring the stream and I'm back. See, I've got a little bit of sponge on the end of my microphone. Look, see that? Look.
Hang on a sec. Just try to squint in at the dashboard. No, I can't
No.
see it. Where's that?
Little bit of sponge. Look, like a professional.
Is that trying to get rid of the wind noise?
Yeah, it didn't work.
All right.
It didn't work.
I kind of understand why people have dedicated mics because that means you can, if you're going to cough or whatever, you can turn away from the mic.
Yeah.
But these pick up these headphones in particular. I don't know if yours do, but they pick up these switches so loudly. Look,
They do. I mean, this
that's just the mid range of them.
you've got that. The trouble is, you don't have all the settings on the computer with those Sony headphones that you have on your phone. I don't think
No.
they do all the clever stuff, the background noise hiding. Do they? When they're connected to the computer?
They probably do. They probably do. But if you don't use your phone, yeah, they do it on their own. It's not necessarily the phone that's doing it, but they don't do much.
Okay. Well, our audio's just having a quick look at the bars. If everybody's watching and wondering why I keep looking that way and letting you look at my rather attractive right ear roll, or right, sorry, this, so you can see it's right because it says R here. This is actually my best side, but I'm also looking at this screen that's broadcasting because
Yeah.
I'm just checking the audio levels.
If you've
See,
got a Sony headphones, they've got a picture of your ear anyway.
have they?
Because you do that config where it takes a picture and all sets itself up. I bet there's a Japanese guy going, they actually fell for it.
They actually fell for it. So,
Has my autopilot gone off again? Because I can't turn it on.
what do you mean you can't turn it on?
No. On the throttle clutch.
Right,
That's
you're not.
The autopilot light won't come on.
It won't.
No. Do I have to put it on heading? No. Only if I want to adjust it.
You should be able to just press the autopilot light and it'll come on, even without anything else.
It did, and then it didn't.
But you're not set to GPS on your instruments either,
How do
because
I
you're
know
on the
that?
green arrow.
Actually, autopilot was off again, so one of my rockers is doing that.
Right,
I've got a pink arrow. It's fine.
you've got a green arrow, I can see. Haven't you?
No.
On the compass, it looks green to me.
pink line there.
No, on your compass. On your rose. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So how do I change that again?
Click actually on it, on the compass.
Oh yeah. It's a screen, isn't it?
Please expedite your descent 2000.
Sorry, I'm not with the modern
That's
day.
alright. And then when it's on GPS, click the
GPS.
compass again.
I'll just click back. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure it's. Yeah, it might be navigation. There we go. And I want to set my height to 1300. That'll be right. And vertical speed to get there. Down. Oh, you're still doing height. It's up 800. It's like whatever just.
Just looks really bright and sunny to me.
You'll suddenly get some clouds in a minute.
554, please expedite your descent.
Okay, right, we're sorted. Excellent. I'm going to get a cup of tea now.
Time for a cup of tea.
Ooh, it's going great. Okay. Now the
I haven't got grey clouds. I've got clouds.
towering clouds. Apparently, in Doha.
I think I started it, didn't I? Yeah. Weather synthesis started. Towering clouds. Oh, it's getting darker now. Just under the clouds. No, I'm not going at 2,000 feet. I'm staying at 1,500.
I can see you on Valenta now. We should add each other as friends, shouldn't we?
Oh yeah, I kicked everything. There's so many programs you have to start now before you play Flight Sim.
I was going to say, like,
It's almost worth writing a script.
It's getting like work now.
It's almost like you're almost worth writing a startup script that starts all the programs
Yeah.
and then starts Flight Sim so you can do it in one click.
Yeah. Or we should just go, you know what? Get to that. Even Baldur's Gate though, it's getting, because I play it on the TV downstairs.
Yeah,
That was an exercise in working out what the best streaming software for doing that was.
right.
And settled on, you have Moonlight on the Nvidia Shield, and Sunshine as the streaming tool, because I put the Nvidia stuff back on,
Yeah,
and they've taken it out of the software, so you can't stream locally anymore.
oh okay.
So that's a bit of a crack.
It is.
So if you have an Nvidia Shield back on Christmas this year, you lost the ability to stream games locally, unless you use Sunshine.
Well, that's a bit poo.
Bit rude, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I didn't think much of it either myself. So Sunshine emulates. It actually runs a bit faster than the what is it? The Steam Link.
Right.
So it's got a bit less. So I've got that running and it's all good now. But I just spent a bit of time this afternoon taking off all the Nvidia stuff again, because there's no point in being there. So,
No.
apart from the driver. So you're climbing.
So, yeah, well, only because they keep nagging at me to go to 2,100 feet, so I thought I might as well. So it was only
They don't
600
even know I
difference.
exist.
And they talking to you.
Don't think so. I'm saying hello to him, I think. Well, I'll request a vector to the next waypoint. Oh, it has been talking to me. I just didn't hear it.
You just didn't hear it.
I didn't listen to it.
I need to turn my I need to turn those extra bits of overlay off on my outside view. I don't use them.
No. It's just for, I think I said on the stream, my stream the other day, it's just for prettiness and quite nice for sightseeing. My stream, well, I don't know what the stream's like. Actually, the stream looks really good. I look quite smooth. So that's all
You're
right.
just coming over that bit
Think
of
it's
land
salt.
there. Looks good to me.
Yeah, I think we fixed it.
I've got the actual stream going full screen on the computer just so that I can see it.
Yeah. Cool. Nice fuel tanks there. I think we need to get some height going on there. It'd be nice if this the quadrant knob was context sensitive. But I can't see how it can be, but
Oh,
even if it had an LED to say which one it was on,
there is.
that would be
I was
useful.
talking about SPAD.next. There is one nice feature of SPAD.next that it automatically changes the controller type for the plane you're using.
How do you mean controller type?
So if you set up a specific
Flight Sim does
setting,
it. I think Flight Sim does it anyway,
How?
because it recognises the plane and changes the profile.
well, where do you tell the profile what plane it is?
I don't. It's just maybe it was coincidence, but I went into I last flew the Piper 28,
Yeah.
and then this afternoon I went into the this one, the R14, and it pulled up the R14 profile. So I don't know if it knows.
I don't
or
think
not.
it-
Maybe the plane recognises records what profile was against
I
it.
don't think it does, but I've
I'll
not
have to
seen
have a
that.
look.
But this one does, because as soon as Flight Sim starts up, it will ask you what profile you want to use, and then when you tell it,
Yeah.
and profiles are stored by livery as well.
Yeah.
You can have a different profile for different liveries if you wanted.
Right. That's quite cool.
Why you would, I don't know, but you can. It's surprisingly
livery changed much
cloudy out there today, isn't it?
suddenly.
My view's just a zoomed in view of your view because I'm just a bit closer to everything.
That's true.
How fast are you flying?
160. You're just below
Well,
me.
you
I
should
think.
be catching me up because I'm only
You're
flying
not
at
in front of me.
120,
You're not
128.
in front of me. I think you were.
I think
Oh no, we're doing that.
we're pretty much exactly the same now.
You're behind me.
Right.
I'll slow down a bit.
No, I'll give it a bit of beans now. I was crawling along.
Beep.
Right, you are remembering
Are
to
you?
change your fuel tanks.
I haven't yet. I like the excitement of it just dying.
So left is quite low, so it's time to turn to right fuel tank.
They don't last long.
The
do they?
safe way of doing it is not to use the scroll scroll wheel either.
No, just do it. Oh, what do you mean? Click it.
Grab it with the left key and turn it to where you want it to be.
Oh, that's how I
Because
do
if
it.
you highlight it and scroll it, you'll go the wrong way and you'll turn it off.
Yeah, I don't use a scroll, so that's okay. So look at the
Descend and maintain 2,100 feet, 554.
descend and maintain what, lady? What'd you say? 2,100. Okay, I'll descend and maintain that. Once I recognise how to do
Oh, she's
that.
telling you.
Altitude.
She's telling you to be 2,100 feet now, is she? Good.
Yeah.
I thought she was picking on me for some reason.
2,100 feet. Vertical speed to get to that is down. What do you reckon? About there. 700 a minute. Get on with it.
Gee, I'm doing 170 knots now. This plane shifts when you push the throttle
Yeah.
forward.
I can see you catching up with me a bit on the map.
Don't think I can see you on my map. Oh, I'm right on top of you. We're right together.
Yeah,
Are you above me then?
probably am. Yeah. If I look
Oh,
down-
there you are. There you are. Look, everybody, it's Andy. Oh, just as the sun came out over the cloud.
Just like the real world.
Are you actually going to descend right on top of my head?
And maintain flight level 280.
I'm coming down. They're not very fast.
I'm watching.
She's going to say it. Any second now they're going to say expedite. And I'm going to ignore
I'm
them.
watching you coming down. The stream's watching you come down. That's the nice thing about having a clear roof on the plane.
It is a bit. I
I can
suppose.
see you coming down. Right, I'm going to back off a little bit and probably let you come down in front of me.
Okay. Oh yeah, look, that's a really good shot though. It's getting bigger. I'm nearly stopped. What have we got? Another 500 feet, so I'm going to go right through you if you don't watch
No,
out.
you're coming down in front of me. I've slowed off a bit.
Oh, that's cool. Like that.
You should be levelling off. And I'll try and stay on your tail.
So if I flick round, I should be able to see you from behind. And there you are.
You've gone lower. You carried on going
I'm
down.
going 2,100.
Well, I'm 2,100.
I'm at 2,002 at the moment.
Well, why are you lower than me then?
Don't know. I barometer.
Press your B button.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll set it.
All right. Then in that case, yeah, I was low. I'll be coming up again
Well, yeah.
shortly. Let's turn that up a bit. Get on with it. Here should we change it? The clue would have been when she said, expedite your flight.
Yeah.
I think, what? Climb? What do you mean?
See if I can stay right on you. Oh, I'm catching you up too quickly now. Slow down.
Yeah, just behind me.
Slow down.
There you are. Nice double shot of us if you want to flick to
We
my
can synchronise. Oh, excellent. I'm still catching you up. I'm going to hit you.
refueling anyone? Would you like some petrol? You will pass me.
No.
No, you're right on.
I'm
This is the beauty of autopilot, I think, because in reality, I mean, there's no one
what a shot that
being
is.
this accurate.
And the other perspective.
Computers flying a plane and old blokes watching.
Hey, I'd like to see somebody else doing this on a Twitch stream.
Cool. Where we at?
So I'm doing 136 knots, and I seem to be sticking right behind you at that speed.
Yeah, I'm doing 140, so you're creeping backwards a little bit, I suppose.
I bet we can't stay that close all the way.
But we can. Could try. Unless I turn off autopilot.
I suppose I could go up 50 feet and be above you, I suppose, and we'll come in like, and then I can turn upside down and give you the bird.
Yeah, it's giving me the bird now. Well, how can you do that? Because he was inverted. Yeah. I watched Inception again last night. That was really clever
Inception.
stuff going on
Who
there. Inception.
was in Inception?
Leo DiCaprio. It's the same director as Oppenheimer.
I think I've seen Inception.
and Christopher Nolan.
Pretty sure I have.
Basically, the time slip kind of looks like a Bond.
Oh, it's the
in
time
place.
slip one. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that and Tenet, which is time slip, and also just about everything Christopher Nolan does has something to do with slipping time around. It's just the way he is, but it's really clever, and the whole bit with the spinning top, and actually there was a bigger clue in it than I'd spotted before.
Yeah.
So, pretty smart, and the way it finishes with the spinning top as well. Very good. Enjoyed that. Want to see Memento as well? There's another Christopher Nolan film. I've watched about maybe a half of it. I want to watch the rest of it because that's. I don't think it's time as much as his tattoos. It's the Australian guy. I can't remember his name. Yeah, and his tattoos
Baz
reflect
Luhrmann.
what he's done in his life. No. It's Christopher Nolan directing.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who's in. Hang on a sec. pretend I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm not typing on anything. Guy Pearce.
Oh yeah, Guy Pearce, ex-Neighbours actor, like they all are.
Yeah, but he's actually good though.
I like Guy Pearce.
Yeah, he's actually he is a good actor, rather than not good actor.
The Police one was his big breakthrough, wasn't it? What was that one called? I'm not going to think about it. It'll come to me in a minute.
Right.
L.A. Confidential.
Yeah, he was in that. He was very good in that. Yeah, he's good guy. But he likes to do more gritty parts than most, which is good. And doesn't seem to want. Although he's the lead, he doesn't seem to look for that so much.
He's done.
Sure he
He's
does.
done all sorts of
He likes-
parts.
Yeah, he's good. So Memento looks like it's pretty funky. So I'm going to watch that. That'll be a weekend, I think.
So right behind you again.
Cool. Don't put your feet on the rudder.
So I have to say, I thought Barbie was actually quite good.
Yeah, I think most people think it's quite good. So
It's
it's not on my list. It's on my list of things to watch, sure, but not. I didn't want to not bore it.
it hits you.
Needed it.
It does hit you at many levels.
Yeah.
You can read as much
It's-
into it as you wish, or nothing
It's
at
a bit
all.
like some of those. It's a bit like some of those kids' films with the what was it? This Pixel. Is it Pixels? And there's two films like that. Pixels and the Towering, whatever his name, Fred something or other, and they have a lot of adult jokes tucked away in them as well.
Yeah.
But I thought Barbie was probably made for 15s, wasn't it? Rather than younger.
It's a 12A, so it's not. It's
Yeah.
not anybody
No.
can go.
Oops.
I'm actually surprised the way they have a dig at Mattel in the movie quite a lot. That it's actually
Right.
made by Mattel. So they're
Well,
they're
it
digging
would
it
be, yeah.
themselves.
Maybe it's a way of getting their brand recognised again. It's all good. They've had the rights for a long time.
Margot?
Kidder.
Margot Robbie.
Not Margot Kidder, Margot. She bought the rights for that film about 5-6 years ago.
Another ex-Neighbours actress.
Also half decent.
Oh, I think
But I don't remember her being in Neighbours, so probably after it became unpopular.
there's actually a bit in the movie where she's talking about not being a stereotypical Barbie, and it pauses and says, "Note to casting directors: if you don't want a stereotypical Barbie, don't cast Margot Robbie." Which I thought was quite
Yeah,
good.
Fourth wall breaking is quite good. Done right. I think she can command quite a lot of rules and things now anyway. So
I think she was pretty much responsible for getting that made.
yeah,
Anyway, it was good. Enjoyed it. Went to see it at the Lux Theatre, so we had a comfortable chair.
nice.
It's only £8 more per seat than sitting in an uncomfortable chair.
£8
More. So instead of
It's only £2.
so instead of
You want a fancy?
instead of £10 to see the movie at the one in Enfield, you pay £18 to go and watch it at the Lux in Lee Valley.
Right, but in Norwich, you pay £5 at the Odeon,
Yeah,
and then you pay £2 more, and you get a really comfy chair.
in the Odeon.
It doesn't come with waiter services. Yeah,
Well, we went to the Odeon. It's an Odeon Lux, and it's £18 each.
yeah. All right.
See,
Well,
us Southerners.
that's a lot of money.
Us Southerners.
That's a lot of money, isn't it? Well, I think Odeon Up Our Way is doing a special where it's only a £5 for each time, every day as well. So it's any time, which is actually getting people back, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
But a lot of people did. What did they call it? I can't
Barbenheimer or something like that. So it's Barb. You watch Barbie and then you go and watch
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Well, that's a bit of a head muck up, isn't it?
It would be a bit. I don't know which way around I'd watch. Well, no, I just wouldn't. But
And then you have to go down the pub afterwards and discuss which one meant more to you.
yeah.
Which one had the more meaningful story?
Well, Oppenheimer's a real story, so it's not so much meaningful
History.
as actual. As actual, yeah. I mean, there's an untold story in it, which is quite good. But I really liked Oppenheimer. It was good. For a film that's 3 hours and something minutes of a lot of talking, the way he cut it together made it a little bit more palatable to people that don't like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't wet. Yeah, kind of West Wing inspired actually, quite similar. Not a lot of talking and walking, but it was clever, and the way sound was done in it was excellent. To the point where people complained that the dialogue was a bit quiet compared to the sound,
Yeah.
but that's deliberate. And he does that. I noticed that it was in Inception last night as well. The center sound was quite low.
I don't mind long movies. It's just that I'd rather not watch a long movie at the cinema because normally the seats just do you in after a while.
Yeah, that was alright. He actually, I don't know, did I send you that video of the IMAX reels for Oppenheimer and how they did it in the Science Museum? They've actually got an IMAX cinema, a full-on proper film-based one,
Right.
and they had to extend the reels out because he wanted 3 hours and 19 minutes, and it's as far as you can go with an IMAX.
Right.
It's quite impressive. So they show how they respool it all before they show it.
So
it comes in something like 50 boxes.
So it's
of
actually
film.
film.
It's actually film at the IMAX in certain IMAXs. It's actual film, 70mm,
It's not digital.
and it's mad. No, it's proper. And actually, there's almost no CGI in the film. So even the A-bomb is physical effects. He's proper old school guy, really. But I'll send you that link to that video. It's very
I have
good.
to say the picture quality and the audio quality at the Odeon was better than the one in Enfield.
Yeah. Hi, Lara. Thanks for talking to us on chat. I'm having a great day, actually. A bit warm, though. How's yours? That's good. We were just talking about Oppenheimer and Barbie and comparing notes. One was very pink, the other one was very dark. It's the summary.
I'm going to say Barbie has its dark points, dark moments. Yeah.
Who made? Is it Universal? Barbie.
It actually says it's
pretty
Mattel. Actually comes up and says
Yeah,
it's
but
Mattel, but I don't know who the.
The studio that makes it isn't going to be Mattel, is it?
I don't know what.
Distribution.
Don't know.
It'll probably be on, well, Disney or something over winter. And yes, we did like Moonrise Kingdom a lot. No, not Moonrise Kingdom. Asteroid City. Thought it was great. I know.
Go on then. What was it about?
It was actually about the 50s TV shows, and you could see it all the way through. So it was a sort of tribute to those and where the characters went afterwards. So you could see him tripping it. So the whole, well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone watching, but kind of the journeys between backstage and forward stage.
So that's the fifth. That's the 15th different version of what it's about. I've heard then.
Okay.
Everybody I've
That's
asked,
okay, then.
everybody I've asked has said it's about something else, something different.
Well, that's okay then, isn't it?
Because it's
What did you think? What did you think it was?
because it's
about?
also about man understanding that he's not alone in the universe.
Why, that's a bit of a weak one. That one.
because that's a bit of a giveaway.
It's a bit of a giveaway.
Well, it's like the most easy scene to understand in the film.
What, the alien?
The Close Encounters tribute.
Actually, I think the person playing the alien was quite well picked. It's Jeff Goldblum.
Didn't have as much of a part as you'd expect.
Well, no, because the alien was mostly CGI. It's the only bit where you saw it behind the stage
Yeah.
where he weren't wearing anything was Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. Yep.
But I thought that was quite clever.
And the backstory of the actors was good as well. So, Karen just loved it. And, I thought it was good as well.
It's also about grief and coming to terms with it.
Yep, with his his wife rather. Well, it doesn't have to be one single thread of story, but I think the glue was the tribute to the 50s TV and plays. It was good.
It was weird.
You need to watch Mother Wes because it's not that different.
How fast are you going?
Don't know really. 160. I think I got just told off. Oh, why's my power gone off on my plane? Huh? Well, that's not good. The alternator turned off.
Descend and maintain 2,100.
Yeah, that one needs to be in the middle.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you see your plane doesn't need all that stuff. I bet your autopilot's off now though.
Everything turned off. No, the autopilot was there. But for some reason, I turned the alternator off. Right. What does Lady of ATC say? Lady of ATC said 2,100 again. Okay, we can do that. Why are we turning? You're probably right. ATC,
Yeah, we are.
autopilot went
We
off.
are turning.
Yeah. 2,100 feet. I wandered off. Alternator.
Flight 5 for you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 2,100 feet altimeter 29.59er.
Descend and maintain 2,100 feet 554.
This is me looking at the cockpit, trying to see what I'm doing. Right, that'll be alright. Okay. We're heading back to the course. Of course.
Yeah, we're heading up now towards Abu Dhabi.
Alright, cool. A bit rainy out there.
It is dark and stormy out there, isn't it?
Although it says it's clear in Bataan.
So we are just flying over the island of Al Jirab.
Yeah. So we're literally going to go over an airstrip, aren't we?
So I'm a bit confused
Let's do it.
how this runway that we're about to fly over is called Abu Dhabi Airport, as it's not actually Abu Dhabi. I'm not sure that's correct.
It's Abu Dhabi Island Airport in full Ryanair style.
Oh, has it been abbreviated then on the map?
It's called, yeah, if you look at Balanta, it's calling it Abu Dhabi Island
Right.
Airport. So it's quite a nice interface, Balanta, isn't it? It's like clean and modern.
Yeah. So is that a jumbo flying over to my left?
Is there?
Omar Air. Yeah, just gone past us at 315 knots, according to the little nav map. I can't see it, must be in the clouds.
Yeah, must be. ship on the horizon. Lord of the Seas. That's heading off into the distance. It could be him.
Catching you up again. Gee, it's warm out there. I'm flying with no shoes on.
Oh,
So you're right over that runway now.
yeah, I'm just getting to it. There we go.
7 years ago today, I was in Great Yarmouth.
Said Google
But
Photos.
yes,
It's actually quite good that though, because you don't have the box of photos you never look at, which I think is quite neat. But it does tend to pick out the ones you always look at. So.
I don't really look at them now. I just let's say this is what you was doing 10 years ago. Gee, 10 years ago.
Cool. I look young.
No.
It's when you get, what does it say? You can say don't show memories of this person. That's a big
I've
move.
never done that.
Okay.
I've never done that.
You've got an option to do it. There's an option to do it. I never want to see pictures of Mike that died 5 years ago.
Why?
I don't know, I just don't.
You just use that as an example.
Yeah. Don't make me sad. It's my cat. Bouncing along at 85% full on my Google Drive. I'm not giving him any more money.
85%.
Yeah, I've got. The problem is they leap from. I can't remember what I'm on. Maybe 200 meg, something like that.
Yeah.
And then it jumps to. Oh no, 200 gig, and then terabyte. It's 2 terabytes to the next step, but there's like £8 difference per month,
Yeah.
and I want something in between. So I don't want to keep Google
Can I
money.
can I trouble you to move your ATC window?
Yeah. Why? What's it doing?
Can't read my name.
Oh, sorry.
I only just noticed that. Sorry, I'm being pedantic.
I apologise.
That's all right.
Get you with your branding.
I put them at the top, like you said. Did you notice?
Yeah, I didn't think about it. Yeah, and that's bites us in the bum. There we go. That'll do you.
Catching you up again. Right, where are we?
Coming off the end of an island, heading across some water towards Bahrain. Bahraini.
So we are heading over quite a lot of little islands over there on the right now.
Yep. And then we should start seeing Abu Dhabi in the distance, which is probably that. You can see some bit. Maybe it's too far to be able to see that.
So having a look out my window, who's on stream?
Abu Dhabi's quite
It
big.
is.
I might have her fly over that before we land.
We've got
Just have a look round.
so the islands that we're going past. That first one is called Al Rafiq.
Mhm.
That rather long one, and then the two little ones next to each other. I'm assuming they're the same. That's Kusabi with a Q. Kusabi,
Right.
maybe. And then the big bit of land sticking out after that, which I suppose is a peninsula, is Al Nuf.
Mhm.
And then the island after
Loving
that
the pronunciation.
is Al Aram Island. Sorry, I made a mincemeat of that one.
To anyone in the islands.
Apologies for my terrible pronunciation.
We don't get taught Arabic. We don't really get taught English,
Well,
to be honest.
Well, I don't think English exists as a language anymore. But that's a story for another day.
See, Florida's banning Shakespeare now because why not? Why educate anyone?
Florida's banned Shakespeare.
Banning parts of Shakespeare, yeah,
Why?
because they probably infer some homosexual action or something, and Florida can't handle it. It's a bad model.
I think the trouble with it is that overlooks the fact that you can look back and see how people used to live, and accept that maybe we've grown and learned a few things since then, but you shouldn't obliterate it. You shouldn't burn the books.
Fahrenheit 451.
Exactly. You shouldn't just say it never happened, because it did happen, and everybody should understand it happened.
Yeah, but it's not even about that. It's about black people, homosexuals, lesbians, abortion. They're trying to make it so that no one even thinks about those because they're not taught them, or at least they think that they're like the kids being brought up think that they're a bad thing because they're not mentioned anywhere.
I'm chopping your rear off. Sorry.
Yeah. What are you doing? Get off my plate.
I tried to slow down, but I still hit you.
I felt the whole world go through me.
Did you feel?
I'm coming through you
Did you
now.
feel
I'm coming
violated?
through you now. Here I go. Ugh. Ugh.
You felt violated.
Something. There was a resistance in the force or something.
Because they wanted to republish all of Roald Dahl's books and reword them because, you know,
Oh, that was
language
that
has
was a
moved
British
on.
thing.
Language has
That
moved
was a
on.
British thing, but I'm talking about this. That is one thing, and there's another. But that's the same as Harry Potter being released in two different book covers because, you know, people are embarrassed by reading the kids' version, but it's still the same book.
It was exactly the same. I don't think there was any difference. But Roald Dahl's estate refused to let them republish them,
Good.
and
That is what it is. It's like saying you want to rewrite some of the 60s poetry, sort of Kerouac and things like that, because you don't like it's a drug reference.
if you write a film about Nazis, it doesn't make you pro-Nazi, does it?
No. Well, Indiana Jones, the latest Indiana Jones, is actually quite brave from the point of view. It just has Nazis in the same way they did when they had the original Indiana Jones. They didn't pull punches on it at all. But they could. I mean, it's over and done with now. But you can see why people might say, "Oh, we can't have Nazis."
See,
promoting Nazis.
I actually think
It wasn't. Though.
I actually think all the Nazis are like the bloke in Escape to Victory. What's his name? Can't remember the name of the actor, but he was a really nice Nazi, and he let them play football. They're probably all really like that in the real world. They were probably. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know, but that's why we have the
No,
ability
I'm not
for
gonna-
independent thinking.
I'm not going to say that every Nazi was absolute Nazi.
I don't.
It was a movement. It was like any
Yeah.
religion or movement. You join in because you don't want to be not part of it. And if everyone's doing it, you.
I can't.
But
I can't believe.
don't think that excuses the murders that took
I
place.
can't believe every Nazi enjoyed it, condoned it, was part of it, felt comfortable by it, but they didn't have a
No.
choice.
They also didn't try and stop it too much.
And by the same token, we had our moments of not being particularly nice during wars
Of course, absolutely.
over the years. You know, we went and killed people in the name of Christianity.
We did.
You're not a Christian? Then you die. Monty Python probably covers that better than I did.
This is probably not the best place to be flying over when you're talking about this.
No, sorry. But Monty Python probably covered that story better than I did. With the coconuts.
Yeah. So Afro-European.
What?
I don't know that. I like the way the guy on the bridge didn't know the answer, so he just ended up flying off.
Didn't know the answer.
But where they go like a swallow, African or European swallow.
Oh, yeah.
Good. And in the end of it, they ask him, what? African or European? And he goes, I don't know. He's gone. It's great. That Baldur's Gate's got. It has got comedy like that, but it feels a bit like a Monty Python skit in places. Quite good. Karen's enjoying it, actually. It's kind of a play it and then decide, because you get to decide what options to do.
Yep.
And then some of them are like, yeah, but if I do that, she might not like me anymore. But if I do this, she'll like me, but I won't get what I want. It's quite good.
So you,
And you build your reputation up.
so you are just about to come over Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
If
looks
you
busy.
if you wish to have a fly around.
Yeah, we'll go up the way zone. Well, let's have a look at the airport and then we'll come around to that. Not a lot of buildings
Al
yet.
Fatazi. I think that's not a bad
So where's
pronunciation.
the, Al Fatazi. Alphabet soup. So where's the big buildings?
There aren't any big buildings there, is there? I don't know where they are. Oh, not unless they've started appearing yet.
I haven't seen the palms yet either. Is
Well,
that
they-
out? Have we got to fly right across the edge of the sea?
Yeah, the buildings are just
starting.
starting to appear over there on the left-hand side of
Yeah.
the peninsula that's sticking out.
All right. Yeah, I see them. We're a bit higher than we thought. Okay, cool.
So I'm going to go that way.
Right, what are we saying?
Well,
here?
I think that's
Emirates.
man-made islands below me now.
Yeah. Autopilot is off. Don't mind that from the air traffic control, no doubt. Going on fuel, so we've got to rotate the tanks a bit.
Oh yeah.
Getting good at this game. Yeah, ATC's growing, moaning already.
What? Because you've come down?
Yeah.
I've not come that much lower.
Climb and maintain
I wanna see
2,100
buildings.
feet, 554.
Can I request a lower heat? Yeah, we can. I want it down by 1,000.
I bet they don't let you.
No, they probably won't. Flying over a city.
Yeah,
Request denied.
yeah. And you know what he does?
Let me think. Do I care?
Permission to buzz the tower.
I want to see the city though. There's no point in doing this world tour if we don't do some sightseeing. There we go.
We're pretty much following each other. Can I get between those buildings, do you think?
You probably can actually with this. This is quite easy to control and you've got a decent frame rate.
Yeah. You wait until see where I'm going.
You go between the dark ones.
This one here, look.
Climb
All
and
right.
maintain 2,100 feet, 6-9er X-ray.
Oh. Yeah, no, you die. Coward.
I was going a bit quick, 175 knots.
Yeah, I could see it. I'm sorry, local villagers. I am, or town people.
Oh, look at that view though.
Whose palace? Whose palace is that below?
I don't know.
Big green area. It's got a fancy place.
Have to look it up.
Oh, it's actually a big city, isn't it?
Right, I'll let this get back on course and it'll fly over the city now.
It's quite a nice city. Sorry, ATC, but I am going to have a look around. And you can tell me off later. Please.
There's a
I said please.
football stadium over there. I mean, how accurate is this, Abu Dhabi?
I don't think it's been dated since launch. Must be due.
You think it'd be one they would look at?
Yeah. That's what the next update is. The software update, which is general update, that's in beta now.
Yeah.
It's released this week. But I'm not sure what the next world update is. I don't think they've announced it yet.
It wants me to be 3,000 feet now.
Climb and maintain 3,000
Don't agree with him.
Yeah, I just heard that.
She always agrees with him. She never argues my case.
I know. I don't think you're allowed to argue.
Locals are complaining. Will you please go higher?
Talk about the F-18 that came over my house earlier. I don't often agree with him because he's a bit of a moaner, but Obsidian Man had it spot on
What about?
with his description of. He was talking about modern games and how just this year a lot of the indies and things like Baldur's Gate have got it right.
Yeah.
And like Baldur's Gate, I know I go on about it, but forgetting the game itself, the way it's built is like an old school game where you just play.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have multiplayer if you don't want to. It's not an MMO. It's not a service game. It is just a game they've written from end to end, and you play it, and you don't have to pay anything extra, no DLC. But it's also got depth to it. Whereas so many people like the EAs of this world and the bigger people than EA, they're just churning out the same game over and over again.
Yep.
And I think it's a good model. There's another one called Dave the Diver, which is an indie game, but that's got depth to it as well. From the point of view, it's kind of like if you probably haven't played Stardew Valley, but it's quite similar to that.
What's so Mia and Hayden are into these scary movies and the scary games, and there's what is it, Fat Freddy, Five Nights at Fat Freddy's or something like that.
No, I don't know.
But it's a game that I watched Mia watching somebody play on YouTube, and it looks quite scary. But they've made it into a movie, and they had a clip. I watched a clip of the movie, and gee, it does look scary. It's about animatronic creatures from an old theme park
Oh right.
that come to life, and it looks proper scary. She can't wait to go. I don't like scary movies. I don't know where they get it from.
Jump scares.
Yeah, I'm sure Five Nights at Fat Freddy's or something.
Yeah. I always think they're a bit. Yes, they make you jump, but they're kind of a bit samey.
Yeah, it's just about dark rooms and things just suddenly appearing all the time.
Which is fine. They've kind of done it. Once you've seen a razor going into someone's eye, that's enough.
A razor.
Oh, there's a palace down there.
Yeah, I saw the palace. How far are you behind me then?
Yeah, probably miles. Let's have a look at that. It's the palace or a mosque.
Slow down. But you've got a football stadium or something between that and the mosque, haven't you? What's that down there on the left, the oval thing?
Well, yeah. No, it's not a model. It's just a satellite. Yeah. I'd say this one hasn't been touched apart from the very early modelling. Right, you're not actually heading towards the big line, are you?
Right, I've slowed up a bit. Oh, that's a really cool view on the Garmin screens inside the plane. Of all, it's loads of islands.
Yeah, it's just a peninsula, isn't it? Maybe it's all been reclaimed land.
I'm wondering whether that's all reclaimed land.
Yeah. I'm not going to 3,000 feet.
Emirates 804 descend and maintain 13,000
It's like quite a nice model. That one.
Will the Taj Mahal look better?
Emirates 804 descend.
We're gonna have to look see where that
hope
is in
so.
India, I suppose, and head in the right direction.
New Delhi. Yeah.
Is it New Delhi?
Yeah. Up that way. Near the mountains.
It's
Right.
going to be a few
I
weeks
don't know
before
where
we
I'm
get
going.
there.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm actually back on the line.
Oh yeah.
You should be out from where you are. You should just be able to click autopilot nav, and it'll get you back on the line. But I've slowed right up to 124 knots.
I think I've dropped off of GPS. That's what it was. Now it's come back to the line. What height do you want me at?
Told me to be at 3,000 feet.
Yeah, it's telling me that as well. Does he know what plane I'm in? Altitude. We'll do it because we want to behave.
We had a well, I had a follow just a little while ago.
Cool.
The next thing we've got to do is
So-
look how we send this out and do the dual streaming.
Yeah, I thought about talking about that today, but I've decided not to. But I think next time we either do, we look at Restream.
I don't
Do it
mind
that
because
way.
it should just be a case of redirecting
Yeah.
it somewhere and then that take care of it.
Yeah, if we use Restream, it'll be easy.
Yeah.
But I think the only difference is you need to. One of us has to log into the other's account, just to make it know about the two. We
Well,
do that.
next Friday I'm not. Next Friday I'm not around, but next Thursday I am, because it's
Yeah.
another long weekend with Sarah's dad next weekend.
Careful what you're saying on stream.
Yeah, sorry. Everybody disregard what I just said.
These are random people. Yeah, we should do that though. That's probably the next step. I'm really into the Google. You know, like you play with AdWords and go, all right, you've got impressions, you've got click through.
Yeah.
And Google, YouTube has got basically the same settings. And you can say, well, did people engage because of this? You can get really into it. So one of the reasons I changed the thumbnail for my last video is because I wanted to see if that made a difference. And it seems to have bumped it up again, whereas it wasn't quite at the peak, but it was starting to get there. Because you could actually see it's doing that and going straight.
There's two types of YouTube video, isn't there? There's the video that informs and instructs, and there's the video
Yeah.
that's just pleasant to play as background.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're kind of in the middle of those two.
Well, I think when I stream and when I start doing the island hopping, which I will probably do
Yeah.
when I come back now, I will.
Yeah.
It'll be more aimed at just being background, but I am going to include a little bit of history as I fly over things, but not loads of talking.
Yeah.
No instruction. I'll leave you to the instructions and teaching people how to
Well,
set things
mine-
up.
I wasn't actually deliberately doing that. I just recorded me setting it up and talking about doing it while I was doing it, because it's kind of, people don't know how to do that, so I thought I might as well do that. And it was a flight. Well, it wasn't a flight at the same time. It was just actually succeeding in getting the yoke and the quadrant set up. So,
But you actually did all that before, didn't you? You was just showing people how to do it.
I've done it before, but I hadn't set it up for the particular planes. So it was more, yeah, it wasn't learning how to do it. Although there's some things like, you know, when you flick the rocker, if you leave it up, you can't actually validate that because you have to turn it off to stop it
Yeah,
scanning.
you have to
That's
put it to the opposite setting that you want to set before you go
Yeah.
in and say scan.
yeah, because it records it the wrong way around, and those sort of things are useful to people. But I kind of see the most popular one is done really well, I think, for my terms. And then the second one was okay, but I'm happy with people actually looking at it, and you put it out there and it's fine. But it does make you think YouTube is actually
So in the advertising world, they call it long tail.
Yeah.
And it's where you drop an advert and it lasts. It might not make a huge impact, but it lasts for a long time in people's minds, and they keep coming back
Yeah.
to it. A bit like your track IR things.
That keeps just generating
that
reviews.
one-
Reviews.
Exactly. Well, that's an education. That's an educational one, which is useful to people. And even like you said, the guy Dylan stuff. What is it called? Dylan.
The Dylan clip.
Tracking. Dylan clip. And then he actually got on to say thanks for doing it, which is cool. And if that sits around being useful to other people, that's great, isn't it? So. But there's an awful lot of stuff.
There
on
wa-
YouTube
there was a
already, so
video-
it's hard to get noticed.
Yeah, there was a video out there that showed you how to set the Dylan clip up. It just didn't go into enough details in the bits
No.
that I wanted to know. So I went and found out how to do it,
Yeah.
and I just built on their video. But yeah, Dylan clip thanks me for doing it.
And it's a nice. Well, it's a little family business, so it's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
And
where is my Dylan clip? It's around here somewhere. I mean, they're just 3D printed things, and I've got a 3D printer, so I could have actually made one myself. But I decided I'd buy one just because it was actually as cheap to buy it as it would have been
Yeah.
for me to buy the parts, I think. Well, there wouldn't have been a lot in it.
there's there's 3 IR transmitters and a decent design.
I seem to have
Yeah.
crashed.
I think that was good. Have you crashed? Well, the game.
I'm not moving anymore.
Have you hit active pause by accident?
Don't think so, not unless it's a setting somewhere. No,
Weird.
I still seem to be moving though.
All right. Can I see you on my map? I can see you.
I'm not actually moving though on my screen.
Yeah, you're not.
And I can't
You are staying still.
click on anything.
You sure it's not paused?
No, I can't click on anything on the screen.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that's not good.
Still hear the noise though.
That's just a loop of something, though, isn't it? If you push the throttle up and down, does it do anything?
No, I think the game's crashed.
All right. So the engine noise is just an MP3 loop, really. That's unfortunate. What are we going to do? Restart and then zoom to this point?
Crash handler. Yeah, it's crashed.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to come back in.
If you come back in, you can fast forward using the top to something like where we've been.
I might have helped it by flicking between the screens. I don't know. It's really quiet with that. Those
Right.
engines drone in the areas.
I can't sleep. We're heading to Dubai.
So if
aren't
you
we?
look out to your left, I was about to say, if you look out to the left, you'll see the Palms Islands and things. They're on that coast out to your left there now. If you want to do a little deviation over there while I catch you up.
Yeah, I might. Yep. Oh yeah, I see one. Not that clear from the air, but.
Well, I was just looking at a little nav map to see where they were, and then I went back to the game and it had stopped. So you'll have to do the flyover of them.
Okay. You can see them on Volanta as well.
You see Richard Branson waving at you somewhere down there? It takes so long.
And maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
Kind of decided if I'm playing a game, I don't need to buy a light for this camera. It's fine. As long as the game screens are on, they basically are the light.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't like. As you say, I've got lights there, and I've got that one on, and it's pointing almost straight at the ceiling. I don't like it really bright anyway.
Yeah. Well, these two screens have got white panels on them anyway, because they've got like the Twitch stream, and then this one's got little nav, so they're providing lots of light themselves.
Yeah.
Etihad 284 climb and maintain flight level 350.
Am I getting high? No.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Etihad 418. Sky Dubai 6 descent and maintain 15,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Airbus 833 climb and
Really quite
maintain
warm.
flight level 190.
Really quite warm.
Sky Dubai 6 descent and maintain 14,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
No, it is. Just come up to 9 o'clock.
Oh, I didn't change my time.
You can change it in the game.
14,000 feet. Keep speed not above
Let's change the
230
time.
knots.
What time is it there with you now?
Yeah, I'll have a look. It is 14:24, 10:24 UTC.
10:24. Right.
Oh, getting a bit blowy. Just because we're on the coast, I suppose.
I don't know how close that's going to bring me there. But let's have a look.
190.
What? Oh, it doesn't like you teleporting that bit of software.
190 Airbus 833.
Oh, well, Atlanta.
Yeah.
He'll pick it up eventually. Because you'll suddenly beam over there. But you probably started a new flight by doing that, really.
Don't matter. Is everything running as it should be? Where am I? Dubai International. That's not.
You're almost
That's
there,
not where I
then.
want to be.
You're on descent.
That didn't work. Oh, you can't go backwards.
Probably not. It's called fast forward, I suppose. Unless you restart the game and do it
Let's go
again.
back. I'm sure I didn't pick one that close to the end.
400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and
It doesn't seem to give you very many to pick from.
Airbus 833, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 190. Oman Air 661 descend and maintain flight level tree 60.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet 554.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Oman Air 661.
Right, that one says cruise. Let's see where this one pops me up.
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Airbus 833. Sky Dubai 6 descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
Could be tight on field again, you know. Could have to watch that.
And maintain 13,000 feet. Keep speed not above
Actually,
230 knots. Sky Dubai 6.
that's not good. to do the old mixture trick.
Emirates Flight 0 descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
There's the palms in the distance. Literally shown as just beaches, I think, on this.
Flight 5 for contact Dubai approach on 120 decimal.
Can't get that much closer to you.
Good day.
Hmm?
No, I don't have enough points.
120
That one was miles back, so this
There is a way of what's called slewing, but I don't remember the keys, and that will just make fast forward you do forward, fast forward you in this particular direction.
all right. So I'm over Dubai now.
Okay, so you're
So I'm in front of you a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Not much though. 15 nautical miles.
Flight level 190.
I'll be there soon enough. Well, if I don't run out
Well,
of
I'm
fuel.
over the palms.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, just to the
Okay.
just to the left of me now.
That's because I'm I'm flying freehand. So that's the Burj in Dubai, isn't it? In the distance.
So you can't be far away.
No, I'm just going over the palms now.
It does look like there's some empty bits on that, but I know this
I
is
think
not
you've
real
got,
life.
There's 2 palms though, isn't there? I think. So you're on the second one.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. That's why you got buildings near you. So you can nice view of them on mine. If you want to flick.
So that one's not been built on at all.
3 miles at 11,900 feet generic. Report them in sight. Gulf Air 567 descend and maintain flight level 360.
So I think the problem with these was when I was saying it all went. So these individual, the fronds in the middle of them, it ended up going all stagnant
Yeah.
because the wall wasn't flowing at all. It all went a bit wrong, really.
Horrible.
Yeah, because there's only so much water that can come in every day. I don't know, millionaire's playground. Common sense doesn't really come into it. So there's a big building in front of me.
A big building.
Both my tanks are on red,
You've probably still got
but they've got
quite a lot of fuel
I've got
though.
enough. Yeah, I've got enough to get to the landing. But it's something we have to start taking into consideration, isn't it? Because a couple of times now we've come close. Just because you can fly that far doesn't mean you should.
Yeah. So you're just coming up to the buildings in that big ship?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, there's a ship out in the harbour, isn't there?
I turned round, so I'm going to turn back.
Got to whiz past the barge, and they got the hotel that looks like a yacht as well.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Looks like the one in Portsmouth.
Yeah, just a bit bigger.
Why is everybody obsessed by bigger?
Because it's cool. What? Oh my God, what's that? Oh, that is the Burj in the distance. It's popped in now. That dwarfs a few things. That was the one where
there was I think it was the one in Malaysia where they had the argument and they had to put a bigger aerial on top of it, just to say, I'm taller.
They shouldn't count either.
That's part of the discussion over structures versus buildings,
So,
which I've now banned.
so the islands that are further out here, that are obviously man-made as well, that's the world one, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a world.
That's
one,
this one out here.
Yeah. There's a moon as well. There's a few of them actually, isn't there?
Oh, I haven't crashed again.
Demo. That must be loaded. Is that your new controller software? Fighting?
I'm not using it.
All right. Don't know then. It's not taking the stream down.
Well,
There's a boat. Or it's doing horrible things to that building, rendering wise. Yeah, I'll do that so it doesn't do it. It's actually detailed, so it's doing a weird fringy pattern.
yeah, it's crashed again.
Oh well. I think just pull it in so it's coming into a landing and do
I
that.
don't know what that was. Well, that last point started pretty much where you are now. So
Mhm.
depending on how quickly I can load
Yeah,
this
it
up.
did. Yeah. I'm not exactly. These buildings are huge compared to the rest of the buildings in the place.
Well, that
No, they're huge. They're huge compared to the rest of the buildings in the world, to be honest. But
it was done just to prove a point.
you think? I wonder how many actual places are used rented out.
Even that thing that looks like a sail, that hotel, that's not little.
Yeah.
That place isn't tiny.
I know. I know. It's got a helicopter pad on it as well, which is cool. Has that got the Red Bull? It's got the Red Bull plane landing on it. Oh, that's funny.
It's got a Red Bull plane landing on it.
Yeah, you know the Red Bull stunt where they landed
Yeah.
on it? If you look at the stream, look back, but they actually have the Red Bull flying into it.
What, just on loop?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite funny. So as you get near it, you see the plane going in and
Right.
landing. That's a nice touch. It's all built on a grid like everywhere else, except for Britain. Coming close to the airport now.
The only thing I've got different is I've got developer mode switched on. Maybe I should have switched that off.
Yeah, I might do it, might I? It's doing a lot of logging when it's got that on. Never seen it crash though.
Continue as planned, says the tower.
Keep speed out about 185 knots. Expect ILS runway 30 right approach via Alden transition. Clear to Alden Emirates 256.
Oh, we've seen somewhere famous this time. That's a win.
Contact approach on
It's a win.
1.025.
It's a win to see something that isn't just another tree in the desert. Actual buildings.
Right.
Emirates Center Qatari 1015 is at 9,400 feet, climbing 14,000 feet.
Right, back in
Are you
plane.
wearing the pilot? Are you wearing the pilot's uniform? You're very formal.
Yeah, probably am. Yeah,
DB 465 as planned.
figured I should.
122.5 Emirates 256.
How are you doing?
Going to 126.025 Emirates 818. Emirates Center Emirates 2569,300 feet.
Hey guys,
56 Emirates Center altimeter.
I see an airport. Can I land?
Continue to Alden as planned.
Do you mind? I think 3 nautical miles might be a bit short.
22.5.
What's that?
3 nautical miles might be a bit short if we're not allowed to go down.
Yeah, I don't understand the how that works sometimes.
Doesn't work, does it? Really? When he stopped talking, I'll say, "Can I do something?" I never get to ask it to land. Whoop! Stop kicking me around.
Emirates Center Emirates 2569300 feet. Emirates 256 Emirates Center altimeter 29.62. Continue to Alden as planned. Emirates 256 contact approach on 122.5.
Dubai approach, continue as planned. Good to know. Move out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing.
What, are you going out and coming back in?
I kicked out a bit, yeah. Just felt a bit more controlled. There we are.
I can see you turning.
Did we say left? We did, didn't we?
The runway's to your right, isn't it? Oh, which one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the left-hand runway we said, didn't we?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, all the magic buildings suddenly appeared.
Well, we got an IFR approach set up by the look of it.
Yeah. Well, you can do that. It's another one of those. Oh, huge city with an airport stuck next to it. You have to wave to people as you go past.
Emirates 818 contact approach on 126.025. Good day.
You're not talking to me. Not giving me a chance to say anything.
Climb and maintain flight level 260 Qatari 1015.
Quite a nice airport model. Stuff going on. Ignoring ATC.
Emirates 818, you are 11 miles
They're
southeast
done.
of Dubai.
As far as I'm concerned.
Contact Dubai Tower.
Who's that? Someone's doing stunts.
Red Bull Air Race going on, is there?
No, it's just someone flying around. I am way off. Go over a bit. Bit of a fancy runway.
Well, I shall come straight in.
Plenty of runway.
Are you down?
Getting there. Oh,
Oh, oh, oh. That's not how you do it. Stall it out.
I think you're gonna should go around.
No, I'm done. We don't go around.
We don't go around.
What's going on in the distance? Can you see them? There's loads of planes and things.
Loads of
Doing
planes.
circles. There's like, oh, maybe that's just the airliners. I don't know where we're supposed to park. I'm going to park over there where everyone cares or not. Pretty sure if I'm a GA, I'm not supposed to be where the airliners are. Oh, airliner going up. Let's get some names on the screen, shall we? Yeah, it's a real person. Struggling, big time. You'll see him in your runway, your screen.
Yeah.
It's going like, way, way, taking off. UAE 50 is coming in. It's quite a busy airport, unsurprisingly. Things will do. I'm not sure where
You can't come down that low, can you? With all those buildings there.
No, no. It's quite interesting landing. I'm going to park over by this hangar since I could see no people. Park right underneath all the planes coming in. It's interesting.
Keep speed not above
Oh, look,
185
it's the
knots.
main,
Expect ILS runway 30 right approach
yeah, someone's
via
modelled
Aldit
this really
transition.
well.
Clear to Aldit 69er
It's
X-ray.
the main, what do you call it? Terminal.
Never
coming
thought
in?
that was a great name for a building at an airport.
Terminal. But it's the same as trains and buses. It's the place you end up. It's going to be better mine because mine was horrible.
You do float a little bit. Just get that speed down. Oh, ignore the jumbo that's coming at me.
Oh, my flight sim died just then as well. But it hasn't actually left. Yeah, I fell out of flight sim too.
Did you?
Yeah, just at the end there.
I bounced a little bit and all. I did come down from quite a height though. I don't know what the right height is to come in at the airport with all those buildings next to it.
Maybe they bring you in the other end. So my first landing, this is the bounce, was 277
Yeah.
FPM and less than 1G. Then my next one was 773 FPM.
Right.
So that's the end of that plane, 1.6G. And my final one was 646, 1.1 and 1 as well. So pretty rubbish, really. That was yeah, not a good landing.
Where do you want me to go,
Cool,
ground
yeah.
services?
So that means I won't even get points for that flight. How rude.
Dubai Ground Golf Alpha Papa 69er X-ray request taxi to parking.
Golf Alpha Papa 69er X-ray taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway November Papa 6 Papa.
Oh, it's over there, is
Taxiing
it?
to general aviation parking via taxiway November Papa 6 Papa 69er X-ray.
Why do I have to go all the way around there?
Sky Dubai Tree 7 continue taxi.
I'll look at mine in a minute when I've parked up.
Roger Sky Dubai Tree 7.
It's miles away.
Hold position, Sky Dubai 337.
Oh no, it's not.
It's a long way
It's
away.
in that bot. It's
It's a long way to
it's
parking.
that bloke over there.
It's a long way to parking.
Are you at the parking?
Yeah, and then I died, so I'm probably not there anymore. I'm not in the game anymore, so that was that.
I'll have a look. My landing wasn't exactly delicate. Just going to stop here. Brakes on. Engine off. Let's have a look.
Sky Dubai 337, continue taxi.
So, Valanta.
Roger, Sky Dubai
Why
337.
can't I move that? Seems to be stuck there.
You expanded it.
Sky Dubai 337, hold position, caution, the departing generic.
Flights, no Corsan. Statistics.
You've got
I-
82 followers on your Twitch. You
Hold
know that?
position, Sky Dubai
You've
337.
got 82 followers on your Twitch.
Have I? 82 followers. I
Yeah,
haven't-
it's really
I,
impressive.
have,
Well
I haven't
done.
noticed. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
When did that? That must have been fairly recent. It's only because we've been uploading these videos.
Must be.
So I did 150.29 as my landing. So still inside the
That's really good.
G-force of 1. And I managed to do that at a landing speed of 148 knots. So that's
So you didn't bounce.
I did bounce, but not obviously
Oh, right, so
not
you
that
should've.
hard.
All right, so you didn't register it as two different landings.
I don't think so. Let's have a look. Let's go back.
You have like a little red thing and another red thing.
Sky Dubai 337,
They
continue
both got the
taxi.
same statistics.
Sky Dubai
All right.
337, hold position, caution, the departing generic.
Must have been pretty good.
2004. I didn't land at 2004. Did I? What's the time now? I don't know what the 2004 one is.
Hold position, Sky Dubai 337.
No, that was when we went about halfway. Well, half hour into the flight.
That
Yeah.
screen's stuck. I can't move it. Why does the Volanta screen not move?
It's maximised.
It's not maximised. It's a window, but I can't grab it. Oh, I can now. There we go. I'll grab it and put it on here. Put it on the thing. So this is, yeah, that's the last little bit of the flight I did. Over the islands, turned straight in and landed. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, landing rate minus 121.
Hold position,
How
Sky
can you have a
Dubai
minus
337.
121? That's different to what it showed just now.
Yeah, mine are all minuses. I think minus one. It's minus number anyway, isn't it?
Is it?
Just how far you go minus. Yeah. If you look at one of your other ones.
They're all positive numbers. Look, 95.37
All right.
for the FPM, but that last one says it's minus.
Mm.
Minus 121.01. Landing speed 70. Oh, I don't understand.
Sky
Anyway.
Dubai 337, continue taxi.
Anyway, we're
It
here.
was a good flight.
Sky Dubai
And
337,
It was nice to have no real technical hitches apart from you crashing 3 times.
I don't know why my game crashed, but then,
Software crashing.
but then
not
yours
crashing,
just dropped out, did it?
on final.
I
yeah,
think
it just went like that. It didn't give me any warning, any signs or anything. It just went. I parked up, and then it just came out of the app.
Hold position, Sky
oh,
Dubai
my screen just froze, but there was a crash handler running in the background, so it had crashed.
All right. So that was the debug
Yeah.
that does that. Maybe.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for everybody for
All right,
watching. And
It's good to see you.
same time, same place next week. Literally the same place. We'll be taking off and heading towards India
Yep.
this time. how close we get to
Yeah.
India, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a jet
Wicked.
to Karachi, I think I said.
Yeah,
Possibly.
maybe a citation. What is it? Well, we got the longitude now.
The
haven't we?
longitude, yes, we could do a longitude
Yeah.
flight to Karachi.
Let's have a look. All right.
Okay, bye everybody.
Have a good evening, everyone. See you soon.